If the last time you used a pot or a pan in your kitchen, you were less than pleased, it's probably time to think about getting some new cookware. But the moment you decide to do that is the moment you realize there are too many options out there. So I put together a video to show you the different types of cookware, how I use them, and how to take care of them. All right, let's start with one of the most popular, which you probably have some in your own kitchen, nonstick. I've seen every kind of nonstick pot and pan out there, and I know that they make entire sets of nonstick. I don't recommend getting an entire set of nonstick. You do not need that. It's a little overkill. But nonstick is really great for things like eggs or crepes or fish. So if you're looking for nonstick, look for a really high quality nonstick. If it says that you can use metal utensils, that's a really good sign. That means that it's a really strong nonstick. Also, a lot of the nonstick is dishwasher safe now, so you want to pay attention to what you're looking for. If you're getting a pan that's like 15, 20 bucks, it's probably going to end up with a coating that's going to scrape off and get into your food, and we don't want that. I know there's a million different schools of thought out there about nonstick, but I think a high quality nonstick can be really great if you take care of it and you know what you're doing. But you do not need a stock pot that's nonstick and like 5 saucepans that are nonstick. You really just need a couple of skillets that are nonstick so you can use them for eggs, fish, things like that. I really like this one because it's stainless steel all around, so it's easy to clean, really strong coating. You can actually use metal utensils in this as well, so that's good to know. Another one, which obviously I couldn't do a video about cookware and not show off my copper. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know that I have a little bit of a copper addiction, problem, collection. I don't know how to say that properly. But copper is really special because it's an amazing conductor of heat. It's a really classic style. These pans will probably outlive me. But there are some caveats. It gets really, really hot. My first couple of cooking attempts in my copper cookware were met with some burns. The other thing is you gotta polish it. If it's gonna look good, you gotta polish it. When I got to bake with Martha Stewart at her house, I asked her, do you polish your copper every single time you use it? And she chuckled at me and said, absolutely. So I am definitely committed to polishing my copper. People joke, they're like, do you have kids? I'm like, no, but I have copper pots and pans and I have to polish them. So I gotta go. It really is, it's high maintenance. If you want it to look good, it is high maintenance, but it's a really beautiful, high quality product. Also, it's some of the most expensive cookware in the world. So as far as price points go, if you're getting a high quality copper, it's going to cost you. I decided to invest because I cook so often, and also our house is really open and I have an open, all my pots and pans are hanging out in the world. So I really wanted it to make a nice statement. But after polishing all this copper, if I'm ever so lucky to get a second home somewhere, trust me, I'm going to get an entire set of stainless steel that I can throw in the dishwasher. And speaking of stainless steel cookware, I have to thank Brandless for sponsoring this video. They just came out with this incredible new cookware. It's 5 layers. So what you're looking at is a layer of stainless steel. Stainless steel is great because it's really easy to clean. You can throw it in the dishwasher. It doesn't react to food. And then the next layer is aluminum. So aluminum is incredible because it has awesome conductivity, so you get really even heat. And they have a few layers in there, so it's a really nice, strong, well-balanced, weighted pan. And then the last layer is the bottom. That's also stainless steel. Again, super easy to clean, easy to deal with. You can make this look new with just a little barkeeper's friend or something. And again, dishwasher safe. I cannot put any of that copper cookware in the dishwasher. So I am very thankful to have these pans. And honestly, I keep going for them because at the end of the day, when you know something is easy to clean, you are much more likely to use it. And they're putting this out at a really approachable price point. Clad cookware like this, where it's multiple layers, can get really, really expensive. And Brandless is all about bringing you things that are really high quality, but that don't have all the expensive advertising and things wrapped up in them that you're gonna then pay for. You can just go on their website and buy it. They're not in stores, so they can really help pass off some of that savings to you. And they've created a really nice line. Trust me, I will not get on the phone with anyone until I've tried it. And I tried this stuff, I used it, I cooked with it. I really, really love it. And they have a whole range of different things. I have saucepans, and they have lids that fit them really well. So if you're in the market for a stainless steel product, this is definitely one to consider. All right, on down the road. I did all skillets so that you guys could understand you could have pretty much the same thing, but in all these different forms. The last thing is sort of the classic. This is probably one of the most affordable things on the list. This is a cast iron skillet. Now, I'm sure if you read food magazines or food blogs, this is not the first time in the world you've ever seen a cast iron skillet. These are sort of one of the oldest types of cookware. You can put them over fire. They definitely are heirloom pieces, but they're a little bit more finicky to take care of. Not something to deter you away from them, but just some things to keep in mind. So the magic of cast iron is it retains heat very well. The other thing is it's a little slower to heat. So you're gonna wanna preheat it in the oven or on the stovetop for a pretty good amount of time because this is a heavy pan. There's a lot of cast iron to heat up here. But once it's heated up, it retains it really well. Great for searing a steak, cooking cornbread. It goes into the oven very well, things like that. Most people freak out about caring for cast iron. Well, they figured that out, and most cast iron that you're gonna find in stores is gonna come pre-seasoned. The seasoning is essentially a little bit of oil that's been heated up really high to create a non-stick-like surface. The only thing about that is you don't want to put it in the dishwasher ever, and you want to wash it not with a lot of soap. You don't want to scrub it too hard because that's just a thin layer of oil that can come off. If that comes off, it can get exposed to the air and then it can rust. So every time I use my cast iron, I rinse it out, I get it nice and clean, I put it on the stove top and I put it on low heat. That helps to dry it out, make sure that it's totally dry, and then I just do a really thin film of oil. I use grapeseed oil because it's nice and neutral. This is not the moment to use your beautiful olive oil because they can kind of go rancid and give you an off flavor, which you don't want to do. So you just go do a little coating of oil in there and you're good to go. I absolutely love this pan, and it's really, really affordable and super, super strong. So we have gone through 4 different types of cookware. We have our cast iron, we have our beautiful stainless steel and aluminum from Brandless. We also have my classic high maintenance, gorgeous, pricey copper with stainless steel interior as well. And we have what probably everybody has, nonstick, but maybe we want to look at something a little more high quality. So I hope this video helped demystify some of the cookware that's out there for you. If you have any questions about cookware, I love to answer them. Please put them in the comments section. And if you like simple videos like this where we just sort of stop the cooking for a second and talk about the tools that we use, please give me a thumbs up on this video so that I know that you liked it. And again, a special thanks to Brandless for sponsoring this video. I really love your new cookware. If you want more information, check it out in the link in the description below. All right, I will see you all next time. Bye, happy cooking.